Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. So, hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited that it's the weekend because there's no homeschooling on the weekend. So, but I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's going to have a nice weekend. The weather by me is pretty nice today, so I'm going to go outside and hang out a little outside in the backyard. So, that should be fun. So I wanted to come on and share one of the learning tools that we've been using in our house. Mikey is in kindergarten. He's learning how to read. And with being home from school, we've been taking advantage of a lot of the resources that Usborne Books and More has to offer. And the first one that we are using is the My First Reading Library. So this is the My First Reading Library. I think I spoke to you guys about it once or twice before, but I figured now is a great time to come back on and talk about it because I know a lot of you guys are maybe having a hard time with the homeschooling and trying to figure out what type of things you can use to help your kids. And this is an awesome set to help your kids learn how to read. Okay, so this is the My First Reading Library. So it has they are paperback books. There are 50 books in a set. So we have this green color. This is the beginning books. There's 2 of each up to number 7, and then 8 through 15, there's just 1 of each. Then we have the level 1s and the level 2s. Okay, so I'll show you the side, My First Reading Library. So 50 books to get your child through the first stages of reading. So the first 22 books, which is the green ones, are from the Usborne Very First Reading, which is another set that has hardcover books, and it's just these green ones. Okay, so with these, your child takes first steps into reading with your help following the phonics method used in schools. Then the next 12, which is the orange, is Usborne First Reading Level 1. So where the Read with Usborne books are available individually, it's a comparable to the level 1. Okay, and then the 16 further books are taken from level 2s, which is slightly longer stories to build stamina and reading confidence. Okay, so this is level 2. Okay, so I'm going to show you inside the books, but these are really great. It has a QR code with a read along guide, and each of the books has the guide on the back to help parents. So really great set. This set is $79.99. It has 50 books in it, so it really comes down to each book is $1.60. So per book, this is actually the least expensive item that we offer, but really, really worth it. Really helps you get your kids reading. We're still working on level 1, but we're almost at the end of level 1, and he's reading all the books by himself with like very little help, which is very exciting. Okay, so this is the first book. Like I said, there's 2 of each number up to number 7, and then 8 through 15 in that first section is just 1 book. So here's Pirate Pat. So since there's 2 number 1s, they're both dealing with the same type of sounds. So Pirate Pat. So then it shows you how the book works. So the story of Pirate Pat has been written for you to read with your child. You take turns. So you read these words. So here it's like a smaller font. That's what you read. And then down here with the larger font is what the child reads. You don't have to finish the story in one session. If your child's getting tired, put a marker in the page and come back to it later. You can find out more about helping your child with this book and with reading in general on pages 30 to 31. Okay, so you have the title page and then you start the story. So I'll give you a little bit of this one. The night was cold, the sky was black, the window rattled. So that's what you read. And then they read tap, tap, tap. There's someone there, I'm sure of it. Sam, do stop barking. Sit, Sam, sit. So, and then each page has those bold words for the child to read, and then you read the smaller stuff. And then there's puzzles at the back. So it helps you grasp whether or not they're understanding the story. There's reading comprehension, there's putting things in order and stuff like that. So this one, it says, look at the pictures together and try retelling the story. So it has the pictures going in order and they have to retell the story. Why don't you talk about what they might all do next? And then here you have to choose the right word for this picture. Is it Sam or is it sad? It's Sam. Is this a man or a map? It's a map. So really cool. And then as it progresses, the questions and stuff on the back get a little more complicated. So then we have a puzzle 3, find the words that rhyme. The first pair has already been linked, and then you link the others. And then, of course, it gives you the answers to the puzzles. And then here are the guidance notes. So for the words your child are to read in Pirate Pat will only use these 8 letters, SATPINMD. Okay? And then it gives you some questions and answers. Why do I need to read with my child? When is a good time to read? What if my child gets stuck? So all different things. So now the second book in a number 1 book is Double Trouble. So same idea. And it has all those same letters that were in the first book. And then you move on when you go to the set of 2s to new letters. So same idea. You read this, they read that. It's a really cute story. Mikey loves this story. So, and then I'll go a little further. So let's go to like a 5. So 5 is Grizzly Bear Rock. Still gives you what to do. So now they're reading significantly more words. So that first one, it's 3 words per page. Some of them are repetitive. This one is actual little sentences. Okay. And then let's go to jump to a 12. Okay. So 12 is the Circus Under the Sea. So now this one, the story has been written for your child to read with your help. So the child is actually reading all the words. There's not like the bold for the child and the regular for you. The child should be reading all the words with your help. So there we have a decent amount of words on that page. 1 sentence on, like a half a sentence on each of these pages. Some word bubbles. And then the puzzles back here, can you finish the sentences? The seahorses, and then the clownfish, the mermaid. So you have to finish what they were doing. So it says the seahorses, do they sing, play tricks, save the day, race around the ring? So the seahorses race around the ring. Clownfish play tricks. The mermaids sing, and Eddie saves the day. So, and then another puzzle back here. Choose the right word to complete each phrase. So there's similar words, but you have to choose the right one. Some of them ask you like, what's true and false, stuff like that. And this one is working on the following spelling patterns. So the WH pattern, as in when, PH as in phone, CE and CI as in race and circus, GE and GI as in stage and magical, and Y at the end of the word as in Danny. Okay, so really cool. And then, so that's the level 1. So those are the green. Then you move on to the orange, and they're a level 1, just like the Read with Usborne level 1. Okay, so here's Anansi and the Bag of Wisdom. And hold on, let me get to the beginning. So then it's just a regular book. It doesn't have that beginning that tells you how to read the book, because it's just a regular book. So some of these are comparable, or maybe even a few less words than the end of the green ones. Okay. And then the child is expected to read the whole thing. Okay, but again, it still has the puzzles in the back. So can you match opposites? Choose the best speech bubble to put for each picture. Can you spot the difference between these 2 pictures? There's 6 things to spot. And then there's the answers. And then there's information about this book. So there's that. And so they're all different ones, which is similar to these, which size-wise are a little bigger, but these are individual. And these individually are $3.99, where these with the set technically are $1.60 each. Okay, so there you go. And then finally the purple. So I'm going to pull out a purple one, The Clever Rabbit and the Wolves. And then the Read with Usborne level 2. I have the Reluctant Dragon. So I'll show you inside this one. So some more words. And this is a level 2. Okay, and I'll show you the Reluctant Dragon, similar amount of words. Okay, this one actually has more, so it might be like one of the ones towards the end of the purple. But I'll show you the puzzles in here. Can you spot the difference? There are 6. Sorry, 1 second. And then we have, oops, put the pictures in order, what happens next, and then choose the best sentence for each picture. So this is a really, really great set. If you have a child who is starting to learn how to read or will be starting to learn how to read soon, this is a really great set for them. That way you can help them supplement what they are doing in school. And right now you can help them out and help them learn to read, because depending on your school, like a lot of times they didn't send kids home with books or like the little immersion readers and stuff like that. So this would be really, really helpful. So again, this is My First Reading Library. It is linked in the description of the video. If anybody has any questions, let me know. This is a really great set. So again, it is $79.99. But you can also always host a party, and then with your rewards, you can actually get it for free. So if that's something that you would be interested in doing, please let me know. And if you need any help with anything, let me know that as well. Another really cool set that just came out, which I'm really excited about, are the Usborne storybooks. And I showed you guys those a little while ago, so I'm just going to go through them quickly, but those are sets of 10 to 12 books. There's 3 levels. There's beginner, intermediate, I believe, and confident. 1 second, let me grab. So it's beginning, which is the blue, developing, which is the middle, the middle one, and then confident, which is the last one. So these are designed to go after the reading library. So once the kids are fully reading, the beginning ones, there's 12 books in here, and they're beginning reader storybooks are for young children who are just starting to read real stories with help and support. These well-known fairy tales and folk tales are beautifully illustrated with fun activities, talking points, and online links so you can follow the audio version. And what I love about these is that they're classics and folk tales. So probably a lot of the stories you know and love, but in a condensed version for the reading level. So we have Beauty and the Beast, Emperor and the Nightingale, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Cinderella, The Elves and the Shoemaker, The Emperor's New Clothes, The Gingerbread Man, Little Red Riding Hood, Rapunzel, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Puss in Boots, which is Mikey's favorite. So there's 12 in this beginning one. And let me just open one up for you guys so you can see. This is Beauty and the Beast. Beautiful, beautiful illustration. So see, there's significantly more writing on this page. So where the other ones had maybe 3 sentences, but like big font, 3 sentences, these have a lot more writing, and this is the beginning collection. So once they're confidently reading, this is a great one, but it's also really great just for you to read to your kids. No matter what their reading level is, it's great for them to be read to as something that's above their reading level. As long as they can comprehend the words and the vocabulary for the most part, like this is a great way for them to hear Beauty and the Beast without reading like the full Beauty and the Beast, or Puss in Boots or The Emperor and the Nightingale. Because Usborne does have these books at all the levels. They have the illustrated originals, which are this thick and usually in a language that is more difficult to comprehend for young minds. Like we have the Jungle Book, and it's advanced. You would need to be probably middle school, high school to really grasp what they're saying. But this is a version that's changed and like pretty much reinterpreted for this reading level. So that's the beginning reader. Then the developing reader and the confident reader, instead of 12 books, there's 10 books because they're a little bit longer. Okay. So, and these sets are $44.99. So 10 storybooks. The developing reader is for children who are steadily gaining the practice and confidence that they need to read independently. These popular myths, legends, and classics are beautifully illustrated. They have the fun activities and talking points. I forgot to show you the activities and the talking points back here. So we have activities. Talk about the people in the story. Choose a sentence for each picture. What is she saying? What happens next? So very similar to the puzzles that are in the back of the My First Reading Library. And then there's talking points here that you can discuss further. But then in the developing, so this is for steadily gaining practice and confidence. So we have The Wind in the Willows, Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, Arthur and the Sword and the Stone, The Little Mermaid. And these are not the Disney versions, so they're slightly different, but The Phantom of the Opera, Pinocchio, Robin Hood and the Silver Arrow, The Snow Queen, The Wooden Horse, and then that's the last one. So let me show you inside one of these so you can get a comparison. So here's Aladdin, okay? So here we have slightly more words per page. So it's a little more advanced. See, this is not a ton of more words, but more words than this one, okay? So, and then finally we have the Confident Reader. Plus the stories, in addition to having more words, they're actually longer books, like more pages. And again, they have those puzzles and things at the end. Then we have the Confident Reader. So this is for children who are now building their range and stamina in order to tackle longer, more challenging books. So we have The Jungle Book, The Wizard of Oz, Frankenstein, Dracula, Sherlock Holmes and the Hound of Baskervilles, which this one we have as a graphic novel as well for the older kids, like 8 and up. A Midsummer Night's Dream, Treasure Island, Oliver Twist, Romeo and Juliet, Great Expectations. So these are really cool. I'm really excited that they have these. So, because a lot of these books, Great Expectations, Romeo and Juliet, like you usually don't get that at this reading level. So it's really great to introduce them. But this one's significantly more words per page. It's almost like chapter book but it is it's not divided up into chapters. Okay. So just wanted to show you these. These are really great for the levels of kids learning to read and developing a love of reading and reading comprehension. So I love that all of them have the questions in the back to make sure that the kids are learning what and actually doing reading comprehension and understanding what they're reading and not just reading word for word. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, these can be found on my website, which is daniellebookbuzz.com. The My First Reading Library, again, is great for learning how to read. It's a nice big box of 50 books. And then the other 3 sets are, the first one's 12, the second 2 are 10. These are $44.99, and this one is $79.99. Okay, but a great thing to have in your house. Again, if you need any help with anything, let me know. These are on my website, which is daniellebookbuzz.com. And thanks for watching. And if you want to host a party to get any of these for free, you could definitely do that. Do it online, on Facebook, on Zoom. There's a lot of different platforms we can use right now, and it's a nice way to get together with your friends online. So hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.